You wanna see something funny? So, I took a drive out of like an SSD out of one of these. These have 4 terabyte SSDs in them, and I replaced one of them and took the one that I took out of one of these and put it in with an adapter, mind you, into this MacBook Air. This is an 11-inch MacBook Air. This is my favorite Mac ever made, and I love this thing to bits. It's just so tiny, and I thought it'd be hilarious to put 4 terabytes of storage in this and then put a whole bunch of music and just carry this everywhere. So I did that. Oh, and I had to create a bootable thingy. We don't need this right now. But anyway, so here's the drive that I took out of this MacBook. But here's the thing, I kind of forgot to turn this off first. So it's kind of a zombie. None of this stuff you are seeing is coming from, this must be all in RAM. So if I try to play something, of course it's gonna, not know what to do. And if I try to open something or try to do something that's not in RAM, it'll screw up. I probably shouldn't have tried to do that because now it's completely screwed. What if I do this? Yep. I wonder how long until it realizes that it's that the drive isn't there anymore, because the stuff that's on the screen came from here, and this is outside of the computer. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised this is working as well as it is. I mean, it's not at all, but it hasn't like purple screened yet or whatever the Mac equivalent to a blue screen is. So okay, whatever. Let's just try something here. I'll shut the machine off so I can actually do what I was gonna do. Because I put a 4 terabyte SSD in here. I took out the 512 gig, which I'm going to have to migrate from, but let's plug this in. Hopefully my phone doesn't have another iPhone moment like it did a couple days ago. This should be the installer for macOS Mojave, which is what I have on this disk. So here we go. I should just boot up right into it because there's nothing else there. I still need this, which apparently is called a Ventoy, even though I'm pretty sure other enthusiasts use that for something else. But this is a little adapter just for Apple SSDs. This is made in the MacBook Air days when they had SSDs like this, in Airs like this, to migrate your stuff if you replaced your SSD with an ODD-C1. So I don't have a screw for that, so that kind of sucks. So I'll just put it like this and that should work. I don't know, maybe. But this is the problem. This is the problem, and I think I have a solution, but I need to restart again. So let's do this. Come on, here we go. I'm gonna hold down Option or Alt, so I can bring up the list of disks, which this should be there. Should be an operative term. Let me try to replug it. If it's not there, that's a problem, because I need it to be there. Okay. Well, this port's kind of chowdered slightly, so let's try the other one and see if that does anything. Internet recovery. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, come on. Maybe I just have to reseat this. Let me do that. That might work. A little bit. This SD card has always given me problems. Come on. Okay, screw it. We're going for OG internet recovery because I want to show you the 4 terabyte disk if it's the last thing I goddamn do. So I'm going to show you, I think, if I remember correctly, how to get the earliest build of macOS that was available for these machines, like what this machine shipped with. So for this one, I believe that would be Yosemite. I know it's not going to be Mavericks, so let's do this. I think this is the key combination. Command Shift Option R does what I just said, and well, it's doing something. I have Wi-Fi 6E in here thanks to the flying saucer right there. So yeah. All right, come on. Also, I don't know how to stop my iPhone because I accidentally tapped on the screen when I did that. So it's never going to focus on anything anymore because I tapped on the screen. I don't know how to keep that from happening. I'm just gonna have to keep refocusing from now on. Or alternatively, I could just stop the video. Okay, so when this is over, this should basically give me a list of options to do on the computer to recover it. Basically, it's just recovery mode on Macs nowadays. I think it's just called startup options now or something, but back in these days it was called recovery mode, and it was up until the M1 came out and changed everything. So yeah. Also, when they come out with another Mac like this, I will buy it. I am the kind of person that buys it. I call this a Jaden sized laptop, which is me. I'm not really that small, but I used to be. and that's why that joke just kind of stuck, I guess. But yep, it's doing something. Shouldn't take that long again, because you know, Wi-Fi 6E in my room. Although this device definitely doesn't have that. At least but I know it at least has Wi-Fi 5, but it's still like, you know, downloading, I don't know, like 2 gigs of data and putting it into RAM, and you know, mounting it as like a disk image and then booting into it. So yeah. Here we go. Here's the booting into it part. Also, if any of you are wondering why the video switched from from 60 FPS to 30, basically, it's because I switched to ProRes capturing, and with just my phone, that entails 30 FPS max. So yeah, but the quality is much better. So hopefully the quality improved. Come on. Actually, I might just render the video in 30 FPS, because if the rest of this video is going to be 30 FPS, I might as well not fight the feeling and just export this project at 30 FPS. Okay, here we go. And yeah, this is, I think, macOS Yosemite. If we go into utilities, no. Oh yeah, okay, disk utility right here. You can see, maybe. Well, that's a problem. It's not seeing the disk. That's a ginormous problem. Maybe it's just formatted weirdly, and that's why it doesn't show up. I'm gonna hope that's what that is. Okay, let's go into startup disk. I don't know why this isn't showing up. This should be showing up as a bootable option. The fact that it's not is worrying the hell out of me. Okay, let's try something else. Okay. So this is actually a dual-headed thingy, so I'm gonna put this into here and see what's up with it. Been true. That should work. I don't know why it's not letting me boot into it. I also don't know why it's still called Vantrue. That's a bit weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with that. I used the macOS Mojave Patcher to create that, so I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, well, let's try this again. No, it's not a problem with the port, so let's attach it to the other port now. Is this going to do anything? No. Well, that's a problem, especially since this goddamn thing won't actually see the drive I put in. So that's just not gonna work. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with that. I'm gonna... I really have no way of reformatting the drive that's in here other than inside a computer. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Right. I'm going to restart, and I'm going to just start normal internet recovery. So yeah, like that. So yeah. Also, sorry there haven't been many videos on Mellowcore and Storm and Chocolate. I've been busy, then tired, then busy, then sick, and then having fun, and then busy, and I just haven't had the chance. But this week I'm getting a bunch of stuff done. I'm probably not going to record Storm and Chocolate. I'm probably not going to record Mellowcore videos or post any Mellowcore videos, but that is the next thing after the Storm and Chocolate videos. I have like 6 of them that I have to edit still, so I'm gonna do that before I start recording other stuff. But again, I have like, I don't know, 5 different scripts that are finished and ready to record for Mellowcore, so whenever I can record and edit those, I definitely will. This is taking a bit longer than the other one, probably because it's newer and has more stuff. Who would have thunk it? This might be enough of a problem that I have to get the I have to boot from this thing, which actually I might just do anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Well, here's a dose of ridiculous. I have the cable plugged in here, and it goes all the way around onto my desk into this connector, which is now being bent because the cable is too big, but I can't really do anything about that, so whatever. And the light on the front of it is on, so hopefully I might just boot into this, because this is the original disc that was in here, or I should say drive. It's not really a disk anymore, is it? I don't know why. I don't want to call this a disk, because it's not like a disk in the traditional sense, I guess. It just makes a lot of sense to me to call an SSD a disk rather than a hard drive a disk. This is the drive. Yeah. Come on, you're taking forever. Okay, here we go. Got the progress bar. Wonder what I'm sitting at on battery life. Machine's getting kind of warm. Oh, this, by the way, this is the i7 model with 8 gigs of RAM, which I think is the maximum that they offered for this computer. I'm sure they offered like 1 terabyte option, like a 1 terabyte option, but this just had a 512 gig in it, which is now what's in here. So, oh, here we go. Oh, this is definitely the newer one, because yeah, there's no way this is taking forever for a freaking, yeah, here we go. It's a lowercase Mac, uppercase OS. Let's go into dick utility, see what's up and what's down. Can't see our battery. Oh, we can. 92. Here we go. See the crusty right here. So this is here. It's just not being detected in whatever the hell. Okay, so let's format this as something that it will detect. the crusty. Okay, let's do that. Failed. What? Why? Could not mount after a race. Number's too large. Oh, okay, so I can't do that. It has to be macOS Extended or APF or exFAT, actually. It could be either any of those. I don't like the idea of doing it on exFAT, so we're gonna do it in macOS Extended Yummers erase. Here we go. And there it goes. That was very quick. All right. This is the original disk. This is, oh, what? Oh, I have Boot Camp on here too. Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the end. I'm just not gonna transfer that. Okay, been true. That's the installer that I have. Okay, let's see if we can boot into the installer. NanoBlade. That's not really what I wanted. That's kind of not what I was trying to do. Okay, I might be able to install. Okay, so let's boot into it, see what happens. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm trying to boot off of this with this computer through USB. Come on. You know you want to. It would be kind of weird if this didn't work. Okay, there we go. It's just slower than it should be because I guess USB overhead? I don't know. It should be pretty fast. I mean, it's still the same old SSD. So maybe the controller in here is just crap because it's just like a migration device. It's not really made for, you know, booting off of. That's what I'm doing. So, haha. That was weird. The notification made a noise like halfway through the boot sequence. Okay, let me quit a whole bunch of stuff. All right, let's go to, first let's cool this thing the hell off. Now let's go to, let's just try to see if we can install, like right now. Install Mojave, continue. It's gonna say that I need to restart, right? I'm assuming that's what it's gonna do. Come on, come on. Come on. Ah, this is taking forever. There we go. Agree. Now I'm going to install onto Yummers. I'm not connected to a power source. Yes, I'll continue. Ah, jeez. Okay, so I guess now it's gonna transfer some stuff from this disk to the disk in here that I put in, and it's gonna take a bit. So I'll see you when it's done. God, I feel like Dingpod's putting like a terabyte into an iPod. I'm putting 4 terabytes of SSD storage into a goddamn 11-inch laptop from 10 years ago. Okay, so it looks like it's done. So let's press restart. And by the way, this machine is so like underpowered and overpowered at the same time that if you max out the CPU for too long, like both the CPU package, as in the CPU and the GPU at the same time, like playing Minecraft and recording with OBS, it'll sometimes just lock up and you know, thermally crash. So yeah. Yeah, so here we go. Not used to seeing that wheel. That's a bit weird. All right, come on. Hey. Okay, so now it's doing what? Seems to be... Okay, it's probably installing now, to be honest, which means I might want to go get a charger. I don't know. I'm sure it'll finish by the time, I'm sure it'll, you know, finish before the battery dies, but I want to see it say installing. Come on, say it. You know you want to. God, this thing's like the Chromebook of MacBooks. It's awesome. Except it's an actual fully functional laptop with a full processor and stuff. Or at least as full as MacBooks, or at least as full as MacBook Airs came. That was weird. It did like a fade transition. Oh, doing something. So if you can see this in the video, I don't know why the screen is so filthy. Like, it doesn't actually look like that in real life. It looks a lot better to me. Okay, so it is installing. So I'm gonna let this do its thing and we'll be back when it's done. I would have actually connected a charger, but here's the problem. I mean, here's the charger. You know, I would if I could, but yeah, I can't. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna wait until this is done to do that because the batteries, it'll probably last the entire thing anyway. And there's only about a minute remaining. Literally, it says that. So yeah, wow, this is thin ass screen. I mean, holy crap, is this thin? It's nuts. Back when they actually used to make innovation in making stuff thinner and smaller and having it serve the same function instead of having less functionality just to make stuff thinner. So, oh, here we go. It's starting up. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, okay, I think that's actually booting now. So that's good. So I might be able to disconnect this, possibly. Hopefully. Come on. Please don't say installing again. Come on, come on, come on. I'm just gonna disconnect it and see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine. Now I can probably put the charger in. Let's do that. Go. Oops, stupid thing isn't focusing again. Since I tapped on the screen. Here we go. Come on now. Time to do it. This is taking a long ass time. Now the crucial that I put in here is not exactly the best SSD. Certainly not the best SSD in real world tests, especially compared to the Sabrents that I have in those SSD enclosures. But yeah, should be fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure it has a cache. I don't think I've ever seen an NVMe SSD without a cache. So yeah, it must have one. But oh my God, is this ever goddamn slow? Ooh, the keyboard light turned on. Haven't seen that in a while. I don't need that though, so let's get rid of that. But yeah, this thin in the laptop, but they were able to put a freaking keyboard lighting system. How awesome is that? This thing is really hot, by the way. Holy crap. Hey! And there it be. So, Afghanistan, of course. Ah, jeez. Okay, here we go. Getting in that whiffy. Getting in that whiffy. Come on. Get on with it. Biggest, dickest. He has a wife, you know. Come on. Why does this take so long? Like, oh my God. Brittany. This is fucking stupid. Hey, there we go. Okay, privacy. Okay, now I can transfer from this thing, right? Let's see if I can do that from a startup disk. That's what I need to do. Okay, it's looking for source. Let's be a sorcerer and transfer from Nanoblade, which is what this is. Come on. I don't know why the quality turned to shit. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Checking Nanoblade. Okay, I'll just go through the crappy transfer process. Shouldn't take that long. And here we go. Here's where I can transfer my shizzle. So let's click on continue and set passwords. All right, there we go. Click continue again. And now it's gonna look for stuff to transfer and then transfer it. The cancel button isn't even like an actual button. It's literally just a freaking word. That's so weird. Okay, and as we can see here, it is transferring at a blistering 219 megabytes per second. That's actually not that bad given the, the speed of these drives and stuff. So yeah, I actually kind of like that. It's slowed down a tiny bit, but still pretty fast. But yeah, this computer is definitely my favorite Mac. It's just so cool, so thin, so light. Battery life isn't awful. This lasted 6.5 hours playing 720p YouTube videos. So yeah, that was really good battery life. And yes, I actually have the charger on it now, finally. Cable goes all the way down here and around here. It's actually plugged in right there. So yeah, there you go. Here's a better look at the drive. Using an actual camera now, so it should get quality. It's kind of flittering in there. That's a bit weird. And yeah, here's that USB I was using before. That flash drive in it, or sorry, that micro SD card in it. Yeah, and here's the end caps for it. Pretty weird, but yeah. And this laptop is so small that I had to make like the function keys and the escape key and stuff like really thin. It's craziness. So yeah, hopefully this will be done soon. I don't really know, maybe, but yeah. So a little bit about, Macs while this thing is dicking around. If you didn't know, most Macs, they never actually run at the processors, the CPUs, they never run at the base speed. As far as like Intel processors go, that is. The newer ones, they basically do. But 2.2 gigahertz i7 in here, it's a dual core, but it's hyper-threaded, so 4 threads. This will never run at that speed, at all, unless you turn off Turbo Boost by issuing a special command, which some programs can do. But usually this is going to run at 3.2 gigahertz no matter what. Either that, or it's going to run lower than 2.2, more like 1.2 gigahertz or something. It's never going to run at 2.2 gigahertz. So yeah, keep that in mind. That's why the power spikes quite a bit and why these get really hot, because they're always turboing. Their CPUs are always turboing. So yeah, and that happened to be the case all the way from when they started getting Intel Turbo Boost back in the 2011 days. Right here, here's this is when they first started getting i7s. I think this has an i7 in it. It's either a quad-core i7 or a quad-core i5, but this is a 17-inch machine, and it still works. I know, 2011 still works though. And this is a late 2013 MacBook Pro, one with Iris graphics. It's a 13-inch machine, and that also has Intel Turbo Boost, and it always will boost, no matter what. So yeah, even the Xeons, in the Mac Pros, they'll turbo boost as well, basically all the time. You can see it's actually running here. So yeah, 23-inch Cinema display, pretty cool. All right, back to this. What the hell is this doing? Dicking around? Yes, it's dicking around at 154 megabytes per second. So it looks like the SSD has calmed down a little bit. It's not going as fast as it used to, but that's okay. It'll be done in no time. It's about halfway. God damn it, Macs always do this thing where they slow the hell down the file transfers, like right when it's about to finish. Actually, usually they don't do this, but like I know some web browsers do this, or maybe some file services do this, but yeah, it's really annoying because it's going at 38 FPS, and it could be going a lot faster than that right now, especially since both of the things are coming from our SSDs, but for some reason it's not. Also, this is actually USB 3. This is a USB 3.0 interface. You could tell by how the connector is. Actually, you might not be able to tell, but anyway, yeah, it's almost done. You know, it's transferring the applications folder. Oh, maybe that's why it's going so slow, because there's usually a lot of small files inside, like, applications. If you didn't know, applications are basically just folders in macOS, but macOS treats them special, so if you double-click them, they'll launch instead of, like, opening as a folder. So, yeah, pretty weird. Oh, and you can tell this computer's, like, working really hard, because you can actually hear the fan. Look at this. I have a microphone attached. Hear this. Yeah, that's, yeah, this thing's getting toasty. I think its fans are at full blast. And yeah, there's definitely some warm air coming out of there, so yeah, this thing is getting toasty. There's not a lot of airflow out of this machine, I've noticed, so that's kind of a shame. But anyway, it's slowing way down to 29 megabytes a second, so it'll be done soon. Okay, here we go. It looks to be done, however, system extensions are blocked. Well, I'm gonna have to deal with that, but it's definitely... Oh, it's not done. What the hell? Okay, well, it should be almost done. Okay, now it is done, and it wants to restart, so let's do that. There, here we go. It says it's going to restart. Okay, there we go. I was like, what's it doing? Okay, I should just be able to disconnect this now. Let's do that. I should be booting into macOS, hopefully. Maybe. Come on. You know you want to. Oh! Okay, that was weird. It was like a ghost Apple logo. Oh, hello. ASMR. Oop. There you go. Oh man! Oh wait, I think it's actually done. It's just dicking around with telling me that my software isn't compatible, even though all the stuff that was on that drive is now on the same, it's the same machine, so why would it be incompatible, right? That's just weird. It's just being dumb. But I'll let it be dumb. Okay, now that that is done, it should just boot us back to like normal macOS. Maybe? Oh, it's doing something else stupid. Jeez. Oh, I don't care. Just get me out of this. Set up later. Skip. Okay, come on. Just get me into macOS so I can show off that 4 terabyte drive. I don't know why it does this. Maybe it's doing something, but maybe not. Those check marks sometimes do take longer to appear. Okay, here we go. Now in macOS. So let's try to go find... I'm gonna go up to about this Mac. Let's see the 4 terabyte drive. Come on. Storage. And there it is, 3.85 terabytes available. PCI Express 4 terabyte solid state drive. Oh yeah. And now I can actually put Windows on this and have it not, you know, take a crap ton of storage. I don't really think I want Windows on here. Maybe I do, just in case. So yeah, we can go to Windows or later install disk. So yeah, I might do that eventually, but not right now. Right now, I'm just happy that... Oh, get out of here. Right now, I'm just happy that this worked. So yeah, 4 terabyte drive in this 10-year-old 11-inch laptop. Amazing. And the fans are screaming, of course. They're at maximum fanage. So yeah, thanks for watching, and maybe subscribe for more. I'm not sure how much tech stuff I'll do on here, how many tech misadventures will be completed, but this was one of them because I had the drive in my old PC, which is down there, which I like never use. So I turned it on, and I was like, you know, all the stuff on that drive, I could just transfer out, take the drive out of that PC that I never use, and put it into something that I do use. So that was the thought behind that, and it worked. So yay. What am I gonna put on here? Any suggestions? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next live stream, short, or video.